Can I have a volunteer light a candle? Yeah. Just press only this one. Two more volunteers. Candle. Just press only this one. Yes. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Kamesu Miccācara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Musāvāda Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Surameraya Manja Pamadanthana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts.
Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct,
Stealing and oppression. I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Itipiso bhagavā arahang sammā sambuddho vidyācarana sampanno sugato lokavidut anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa Deva Manusansanam Buddho Bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swakankato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandintiko Akariko Ehi Pansiko Openaiko Panchatang Veditabbo Vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ojupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sanaya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samīti patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Ante purisa punggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuntarang punyang ketang lokasati.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganasarappaditena Dipena tamadansina Tilokadipang sambuddhang Pujayami tamunudang.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambharayuttena dhupena hang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyantang puja bhajana muttamang.
Offering of flowers.
Vanna gandha gunopetang etang kusuma santatin pujayami muning dasasa siripada saroruhe pujemi buddham kusumena nena punyena mitena labami mokkang pumpang milayati yata idam me kayo tatayati vinasa bhavam.
Offering of water.
Adhivasetu no bhante Haniyang parikampitang Anukampang upadaya Patigan hatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adhivasetu no bhante Gilana panchayang imang Anukampang upadaya Patigan hatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sambang Sambetani supatititang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
yang punyabhi sandang vipulang alantang tasanubhavena hatante rayo.
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like a hill that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Let us together make an effort to cultivate our inner potential for loving kindness. We all carry this beautiful, wholesome quality within us. And now it is the time for us to pay attention to that capacity to love unconditionally, that capacity to have a willingness for everyone to be well, that capacity for friendliness, universal friendliness. So right now in this conducive moment, we will try to acknowledge and recognize our inner potential to love and bring it out and then actually articulate that wish and then manifest it. And we will also sharpen our mindfulness. That we all have that ability, but needs to be sharpened, and by breathing meditation, we will continue to sharpen our mindfulness. So rejoice your decision to come here. Rejoice this moment. we have finally got an opportunity to fully focus on cultivating our mind. So appreciate this moment, rejoice this moment, and make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant, and try to bring your whole attention to this moment. Keep gathering your attention to this moment throughout the chant and the bell, feeling your body wherever it touches, feeling the sensation with clothes. So stay in your body throughout the bell and the chant.
Observe your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in your mind. You have kept your upper body upright. Your chin is somewhat parallel to the floor. Your both palms are resting on your lap. You have kept your upward right hand on the top of your upward left hand. You are trying to keep your body in motionless posture. Your eyes are gently closed. This is your meditative posture. With this meditative posture, relax your body. Feel your head, forehead, facial muscles. To feel the facial muscles, you can invite a gentle smile to your face and feel the relaxation of your body. Feel your neck area, both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers, fingertips, and relax your body. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, back muscles, hip area, and relax your body. Feel your thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, feet, soles of your feet, tips of your toes, and relax your body. Take a slow, long in breath through your nostrils and slowly release the air while relaxing your body. Take another slow, long in breath and slowly release the air while feeling the relaxation of your whole body. Relax your body. Come to the natural breath. Now you have a relaxed body. Your relaxed body, just like a sleeping body. With this relaxed body, observe your mind. In your mind, what is happening right now? There may be pleasant thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, neutral thoughts, whatever thoughts there are, just observe. Let those thoughts go as they come. You are just observing. Did you notice how your mind is wandering? How thoughts are popping up one after the other? That is the nature of our mind. Various types of thoughts are occurring continuously. Now, we are going to invite wholesome thoughts to our mind instead of these random thoughts. Our mind has a capacity to generate thoughts, to create thoughts. Let us use that capability to generate wholesome thoughts. Our regular wholesome thought is loving kindness. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought it is. Loving kindness is the willingness to wish well being for other beings. Loving kindness is the immeasurable love to the whole world, to the whole universe. To understand the nature of loving kindness, you can visualize a cute baby is sitting in front of you with a nice smile. Or you can visualize a beautiful flower is in front of you. How do you feel when a cute baby is sitting in front of you with a nice smile? When a beautiful flower is in front of you? That is the feeling of loving kindness. With this feeling, like a blooming flower, let us generate loving kindness thoughts in your mind by repeating these loving kindness phrases in your mind. Make a genuine wish. Be happy. May my mind be well. May my mind Be free from stress. May no harmful thoughts come to my mind. May my mind be peaceful. Be peaceful. With this peaceful mind, let us generate loving kindness thoughts to your body. Your body needs your loving care. Your loving kindness thoughts can heal your body. In our body, so many organs are functioning to sustain this valuable human life. Appreciating each and every part of the body, let us radiate loving kindness thoughts to this body. Feel your skin. The largest organ of the body is the skin. Appreciating the support of the skin of this body, generate loving kindness thoughts. May the skin of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Penetrate in the body, expand loving kindness thoughts from external side to internal side of the body. May the muscles of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the bonds of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the central nervous system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the peripheral nervous system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the respiratory system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the digestive system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the genitourinary system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May this whole body, including brain, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Now, let us expand the loving kindness thoughts that you generated yourself for other beings. All beings in this world like to have happy life. Everyone likes to have peaceful life. Let us expand loving kindness thoughts like a circle of waves embracing all the human beings, including animals, in this whole world, in this whole universe. We will start to expand loving kindness thoughts from this meditation room. Think about these spiritual friends who are meditating with you right now and make a genuine wish for their well being in your mind. May these spiritual friends who are meditating with me right now be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of these spiritual friends to your beloved family members. Think about your beloved family members and include them to your loving kindness meditation. May my beloved family members be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Extend your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your beloved family members to your neighborhood. May my neighborhood be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your neighborhood to the neighboring cities. May all the people who are living in neighboring cities be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your neighboring cities to neighboring countries. May all the people, including animals who are living in the neighboring countries, be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Your mind is powerful to expand loving kindness towards far away places. Expand loving kindness thoughts to the whole world, to the whole universe, without exception, embracing all beings, including animals, visible and invisible, large and tiny, born and unborn, near and far. May all beings in the direction of your front back, left, right, below, above. Be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expanding loving kindness thoughts to each and every direction in your mind. Rejoice the feeling of loving kindness. After expanding your genuine loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe, you have a peaceful mind. With this peaceful mind, gently shift your attention to observe your natural breath. Keep your awareness in between your upper lips and nostrils and watch your breath in your mind like a doorkeeper watching how people are going out and coming in through the gate. In the same way, observe your in breath and out breath and try to be with your natural breath, nowhere else. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out, and rest with your breath. In these last few minutes, make your full effort to be with the breath. There may be other thoughts, notice them and bring your attention back to the breath again and again, and try to be with your natural breath nowhere else. Dukkhapattacca Nidukkha Bhayapattacca Nibbaya Sokapattacca Nisoka Hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and put your palms together and place them against your chest and take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers who transmitted this wisdom from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone else who supported you to practice this meditation. The people who clean and arrange this place for you to practice meditation comfortably. Feel grateful to even to these non-living things, including these cushion chairs that you are sitting on, this bell, this device which connected you from your home to practice meditation. Appreciating the support that we received from everyone and everything with deep gratitude. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
No, this one. Yeah. No, enough. Thank you, Bande, for guiding. Yeah. Any questions or sharing of your practice tonight?
Digestion.
Hmm?
Digestion.
Digesting.
So,
You mean the meditation or the food, the dinner?
dinner.
Dinner. The body is struggling.
Yes.
That means you become even mindful and sensitive to even those subtle inner processes.
Yeah, I was trying to listen to them and concentrate on that.
Okay. Okay, so do you like this bench?
Yeah, helps me stay upright. I can't really do the lotus position for
Yeah,
too
that's
long.
right. Yeah.
My
If
legs
even
fall
we don't do
asleep.
lotus, we do the quarter lotus. Yeah. Okay. So there's no sharing. I thought today also we will discuss how we can apply this meditation practice in our day-to-day life. Last week we talked about how we can bring our meditation to our workplace, right? How and because we will discuss that the eightfold path that Buddha has recommended us to practice, there are 8 elements in it, and what we are doing this meditation is one of it, and then our mindfulness is another one, and then even our livelihood is given as a part of that whole path. So it's not excluded. Our job, our profession is not excluded in our spiritual training. It is part of it. So today I thought that maybe another way that we can bring our meditation practice to our daily life is to maintain this mindfulness and also this wish of well-being to others when we are talking to others. Communication, because that's a bigger part of our life. As human beings, we have more sophisticated technique of communication. We can communicate complex ideas. We can communicate, our emotions and so many things. So, and in a day, we engage in so many activities, but one main thing we do is to talk to people or communicate with others. And so, how we can bring this practice to our communication, our talking to others, because we had to do it all the time. And we know that most of the time, whenever we have any problems or challenges and difficulties we experience, most of the time it's about unskillful speech. It's about we were not skillful enough. We were not mindful enough, and so we can, if we know how to speak, how to use our speech skillfully, we can avoid so many suffering that we may encounter, so many conflicts that we may get into, so many regrets that we may experience later. So, so therefore, it's something that we need to, really, really pay our attention to, because we get a lot of opportunity to practice that, because we keep, talking all the time. One thing actually Buddha has shared with us about our speech, he said that our speech is a habit. How we speak is a habitual pattern that we have developed over time. So although we think that I speak, but actually you don't really have full control of what you say. Is whenever you have urge to talk, and a habitual pattern will get activated, and you simply talk according to that pattern. We wrongly assume that I'm speaking. So this is a very important discovery we can make to ourselves, and even right now, when I am talking to you, I try to choose some words carefully and mindfully. But every word that I'm telling you is, I don't select, I don't purposely select, I don't consciously say it. There are keywords I try to mindfully select, others come automatically, right? And so, realizing that our speech is a habit, is very important. And then we have different patterns how we speak to others. The How we speak in terms of our tone, and in terms of our speed, and also in terms of our the emotion, or the what kind of aspect that we pay attention. So all these things are kind of grained into ourselves through our for instance our childhood, and how we have communicated with others, and what we what kind of experience we had in our life. And it also based on how what kind of environment you had. Some environment you are allowed to express yourself, and some environment when you're children you are not allowed to express yourself. So based on the kind of upbringing you had, you also develop different patterns. Some if you grew up in an environment that you get into trouble when you freely express yourself, and you develop this tendency to hold things to yourself and suppress it, and then don't try to hide it, and without being genuine about it. So all these things. So the good thing about this habitual patterns is that whenever we realize that this is happening because of habitual pattern, and if we realize that our current pattern is not the optimal way that I can speak, maybe I can be more skillful. I mean, of course, you already may have good patterns too, like like a gentle greeting that you will automatically do whenever you meet someone, right? And gentle smile that you offer to anyone talk to you. And there are so many and whenever you talk to others, and a willingness to listen first before you tell your opinion. You may have developed those skills already, maybe to some extent. But knowing that this is a habitual patterns can be really liberating, because if you find that it is not helpful, then we can work out to change that pattern. So bringing mindfulness of a speech is a way to catching these patterns, catching these habits ourselves. When you are conversing with someone, you have this urge to speak, and so you simply speak out of that, right? So with when we pay attention to our breath, we are sharpening that skill of mindfulness, and then we have this skill develop little bit. So next time when you are talking to others, you try to maintain that self-awareness, and then and try to select as many words as we can when we want to speak. And so first be mindful of the urge to speak, and then being mindful is do I have to speak really, or is it how I'm going to speak, is it the best way to speak? So you can bring a little bit more mindfulness and control to what we say and what we express. It takes time to practice, but I think it's very important skill that we can develop. Yeah, anytime before we throw a word out, if we can bring a little bit of mindfulness to that, that will bring so much peace to ourselves and also to many others who live with us. Yeah, doesn't mean that you have to be always obliging, always to be nice guy. Definitely you should be able to express your hurt. I mean, if someone hurt you, you should be able to express that you are hurt. And if someone is making use of you, you should be able to stand for your values and speak. But so the important thing is that we can express firmly without adding emotional agitation to it. That's an interesting interesting skill, actually, how you can stand for yourself without emotionally agitated about it. No, I don't want to come with you. You say it firmly without no, I don't want to come. you remove the emotional part. I think, yeah, if we say it firmly without much emotion, we feel very strong. I mean, the other person will sound we are quite strong. We are coming from a very, very grounded place. Not like shouting out of in excitement or out of agitation. And the other thing I said, just because we have urge to say anything doesn't mean that we have to follow that urge all the time. Particularly when someone is having a discussion of something, and you have your own opinion, and that you feel, oh yes, I have to say this, this urge. So we have to double check. Okay, I have a point to make here, but and ask, do I really have to do it? Am I doing it to help this conversation or discussion, or am I doing it just I wanted to let them know that I also know that I also know them. Sometimes sometimes we don't have to respond all the time. Sometimes we can be simply a listener. And other people really want, they put baits on us. Yes, they say, did you see, that person has told us, and then they put a bait. And, we foolishly catch that and have this all the conversation. Some people like, arguing, some people enjoy that tension. So they will, they will ask your opinion. They will just say some comments to like get you to that discussion. Yeah, sometimes we have to, but we have to make a choice. Do you really have to, speak about it and end up being feeling bad, or just mindfully pass that? There's an interesting discussion, happen. I want to share with you. There's one important discourse of the Buddha found in the numerical discourses. And there's a whole collection of Buddha's discourses called numerical discourses. Buddha talks about numbers. But here there's a person called Vassakara, and he's actually chief minister of the king of that kingdom. There are a number of discussions, Bhante, right? This Vassakara always come and there are a few discussion that he made with the Buddha. And he even came and asked the Buddha, because they were going to invade another country, and they asked, will we be successful? But anyway, so like hoping that get some advice from the Buddha. So he came and he expressed his view, his opinion. He said that Venerable Sir, I am in the opinion there's nothing wrong, with talking about things that I have seen, I have heard, I have known, I have thought about. There's nothing wrong about telling, nothing wrong about telling things that I have seen. Nothing wrong about telling things that I have heard. There's nothing wrong about telling things that I have thought. I have experienced. So he said, this is my view. We should, if I have seen it, it's my own experience. If I heard it, if I have thought about it, if I know it, I should be speaking about it. So there's nothing wrong about telling everything that I know. There's nothing wrong about telling everything that I have seen, heard. So that is his opinion. And sound very sound okay, right? I mean, if you have seen it, why not to talk about it, right? So sound very normal, sound fair. But then Buddha said that I don't say that you should talk about everything that you have seen, heard, or that you have known. I also don't say that you should not talk about nothing about you have seen or heard or known. So Buddha said, I don't really agree. I don't say that we should speak about things that speak about everything that I have seen or heard or known. I also don't say that we should speak nothing about, or, what we have seen, heard, or known. Then Buddha said that this is my policy. If talking about certain thing will bring you unwholesome emotions to your mind, unwholesome emotions to the other party. And those things, even though we have seen or heard, should not be spoken. And things that will bring, not skillful emotion, is wholesome emotions, wholesome thoughts, wholesome mental states. When talking about a topic or issue that we have seen or heard, then you should talk about it. So in that way, what Buddha is saying, that just because you know something, you should not really speak about it. Just because you have seen or heard doesn't mean that you have to tell about it. You can't tell if it is bringing any good, if it is bringing any any benefit to yourself and to the other party. So it's a very important distinction we have to make. Sometimes people may be talking about some issue that you have some knowledge about it. Really, you have a good point you want to make, and you have to measure. Will they listen to me? Will they change their opinion just because listening to me? Is my energy worth putting here? Or if you realize that no matter how hard I argue, they're not really going to accept it, why waste your energy? Right. So being a little bit skillful, yeah. Maybe you can increase all the way. No, all the way up. Yes. Okay, so hopefully you can bring more mindfulness to your speech. Yeah. Any sharing or any thoughts? Yeah. Any issue?
That's a good question. So we shouldn't talk about it if it brings non-wholesome emotions to me, or
Yes, to others.
so if it's good for me but not good for them, I should go.
Yes.
Okay, so it has to be both.
Both, yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. Because it's tough. It's coming from the self-compassion and compassion of others. You may feel good, you say, okay, I made the point, he felt he was defeated, you feel happy, but if it is not, our goal of our speech is not really to win, or not really to, present ourselves. It's about communication. It's about maybe it's a relationship, right? So it's not only about us. I had a really experience when we were in Natrona Heights. The other place, we had the person who come and help with us mowing the lawn, and he go for hunting. So during the hunting season, he came with his gun and asked me, but because behind our property, we also had nice forest woods. He asked me, Bante, have you seen any deer over here?
Can't lie.
That's the point. That's the point. So I was on the spot. I have seen many deer. I felt there's mother and small deers. I really don't want him to shoot them, right? So they had to choose between the true speech or the kind speech. Yeah, but I think on that it took me a moment to decide what to say. So I skillfully managed to divert the topic to different things. I'm talking about his gun and where did to buy whatever. So I kind of distract him from the question. I didn't lie to him. I didn't also tell him whether there was deer over there. So sometimes we have to do that. Yeah. Yes.
Is that, I've read somewhere that say you would have outlined just to protect the deer, you told the man, no, I haven't seen any deer.
Yeah.
According to the vows
Yeah.
of protecting life, that's acceptable.
In the
I
worst
read
case,
that
yeah,
somewhere.
if the terrorists come and maybe they want to kill someone, if asked, of course. I mean, in that case, you should be willing to take that, and the bad karma for their well-being. We have this concept called skillful means, upaya, skillful means. So there are occasions that we will tell lies as a skillful means, but we have to be very careful. It's not something we should practice all the time, with full, awareness, because then we can use the term skillful means to do any wrong thing. Right? Yeah, we call it a skillful means. Yeah, like it. Yeah. Sometimes you don't say the full truth, yeah. But with great compassion.
So Bhante, in the communication, so we have a Pali term called appasannanam pasannaya pasannanam vihopavaya.
Yeah.
So when it put into English, can we say if there is a person who is in unpleasant mood, so when we talk, that unpleasant mood should be
Yeah.
ended with
Yes.
the talking, and if
Yeah.
there is a pleasant mood, that pleasant mood should be developed right,
Yeah.
after the communication.
Exactly, Bhante. Yeah. So we should make effort to change the unpleasant mood of the other person by using our speech.
Yeah.
And then if it is already pleasant, and we should speak in a way that will increase that pleasant mood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there cases when like pain will lead to growth?
Yes.
So maybe
Yeah.
the person's mood is
Yeah.
actually de-escalated,
Yeah.
then he may actually arrive to
Yeah.
mini enlightenment in a certain
Yeah.
situation.
Yes.
But I shouldn't orchestrate that.
No, I mean, we cannot be like a people pleaser. I mean, yeah, we try, just to, let's say someone is having, very bad day, having a front face, and we just, try to, light up that person, like doing a good comment, or maybe, being kind to that person. But if you really want to communicate something that, hey, you have parked in the wrong place, just tell them. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so you can practice this tomorrow morning. Right. So nowadays, actually, our communication happen not only through verbal speech, but also through our texting, our chatting, and so I think so there are disadvantages of the digital communication. One is, we don't have the person in front of us. Therefore, if you are not really mindful, we tend to say things that we will never tell in front of the person. So it gives you kind of license to hurt, or maybe say things that you will never say is looking at the person's face. So you really have to be really mindful of not not really and only say things that you will say in front of that person. That's the disadvantage. But there's an advantage too. You know what is that? Because any digital communication so far, you can type it, but your send button is separate from your typing. So there's one thing to type, and the other decision to hit the send button. So when we speak, there's no chance of screening, no chance of reviewing. Just whenever you speak, it's going out. But the good thing about digital communication that you can type, you can write, and before you hit the send button, maybe you have a chance to go back and revise. Sometimes you can write a very, very nasty, bad email, blaming the person all the way, like few pages, and don't hit the send button. Wait for the next day. And then you go back, and then you will find, how you can express better, and then you can send it. But so that's the advantage of the digital communication. So we can practice more mindfulness in digital communication. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes do that in email communication. So if I want to express something, I just type a blank email. I don't put in the two. Because even once I hit the two, you never know what way my hands will be.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, I don't hit any names.
That's safer. Very good. That's
I
safer.
just
Yeah.
type everything I want, and then it just sits there. Like I said, I go back, come back in 10 minutes, and usually half of the stuff I delete. And then
Yeah,
send
good
it.
practice. Yeah, good
Yeah.
practice. Yeah.
This reminds me of the Bonte Rula had a saying, a quote that was, there once was an owl who sat in an oak. The more he sat, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we be like that wise old bird?
Oh, can you say it again? You remember that, right? You remember that poem? Can you say that? All right. Once there was a all.
Once there was an owl who sat in an oak.
Okay.
The more he sat, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we be like that wise old bird?
Very good, definitely. Listen, right? Yeah, listen. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. A good end to the topic. Okay, with that, let us now move to the other part of the program. Turn to page number 14, sharing the merits. Today, by coming here and doing this practice together, we have generated so much good karma, merits, wholesome energy in our heart. Now it is time for us to share this good karma, good merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed ancestors, our grandparents or parents or any other family member or friends who helped us so much, who cared for us so much, who are no more with us today. Let us be grateful to their love, for their care, and share these merits with all of them. May all of our ancestors and departed relatives share our merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Let us also share this merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Sabbe sattva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act in the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. In body, spiritual mind, I have carelessly done wrong. I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be evil. Now we will do our blessing chant, wishing you all good health, peace, and happiness. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and strength and courage to overcome your difficulties, and wisdom and mindfulness to overcome your challenges. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends. May you all receive these blessings. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස කරණීය මන්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අபிසමෙච්ච සක්කෝ ජෝච සෝජෝච සුවචෝ චස් මුදු අනතිමානී සන්තෝසකෝච සුබරෝච අම්පකිච්චෝ සල්ලහුක බුද්ධි සංත්‍රින්ද්‍රයෝච නිපකෝච අම්පගම්බෝ කුලේසු අනනගෙන්දෝ නච කුද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචයේන විං පරේ උපවදෙයුං සුඛිනෝ වාකේමිනෝ හොන්තු සම්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තායේ කේචිපාන භූතන්ති තසාවාතාවරාවා අනවසේසාදීඝාවායේ මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමාරසංසකානුකතුලාදිට්ඨාව ඒව අද්දෙට්ඨායේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේ සීවා සම්මේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරං නිකුම්බේත නාතිමං කන්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිඝ සංඥා නාඤ්ඤමඤ්ඤසංස දුක්ඛ මිච්ඡේය මාතා යථානියං පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්ඛේ එවම්පි සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණ මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්ධං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසංවාදං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝවා සයානෝවා යාවතස්ස විගතමින්දෝ ඒතං සති අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙට්ඨිං ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සංපන්නෝ කාමේසු විනීයගේදං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙය්‍යං පුනරේති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනාශසතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සබ්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනාශසතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරාය Sukhi Digayuko Bhava Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sada Sotanti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sotanti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangala Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotanti Bhavantu Te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Think about an incident that you were kind to someone, or you cared for someone, you helped someone. Recall an actual incident, even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about a moment, incident that someone else helped you, someone was kind to you. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your participation. So we are approaching the month of May. So in the May, we have two big events. One is we have a half-day retreat on May 11th here in celebration of the Buddha's birthday, the enlightenment and the passing away day. And the May 18th, we'll have an event in the downtown with the collaboration of all other Buddhist organizations in the area. It's an interesting annual gathering of all the practitioners from all centers. So I have a poster out there. So that is on May 18th. So mark your calendar, May 11th and May 18th. The May is the month that the Buddha attained enlightenment. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Still appreciate your practice and look forward to see you again. Those who join over YouTube, I appreciate your participation. So happy to see you all. Look forward to see you again in our next meditation. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Bhante.
Welcome. Please come to have a blessing stream if you like to.